You gotta lead by example. Like I tell Crystal, the reason why you know I always refer back to what Dad told us when I'm talking to Crystal. You know, you work hard while you're young. You won't have to work hard when you're old. Like I told Brandon the other day, I said, I was talking to Dad one time. Kind of made me uncomfortable because he was all emotional. Keep talking about he being 50 and him still having to work hard. And we should be taking the lessons that Dad going through, so we don't have to do that. I tell Brandon all the time, you only getting old, so you need to start now. You got jobs out here that will hire you because of your age. They won't tell you that because that's discrimination. But at the same time, I look at the position I'm in now. When I was working at Raymond's, I was making $5.15 an hour. Coming from Raymond's to coming from Raymond's to where I was barely having enough gas money to put in Dad's beer. Coming from where I was at to where I'm at now, I'm happy. I'm not content. That's because I wasn't a content person. When I started at Securitas, I was making $8.62. I was a regular officer. Within a year, I was a shift supervisor. Within 3 years now, I run the whole state building.
Wow.
And I make $19 an hour coming from where I was making $5.15 because I wasn't content. I had to have things. Mom co-pays was, because I was there. And I'm like, no, my mom got co-pays $100-something. And then her Social Security didn't kick in yet. This ain't gonna get it. Or
consciously try to pull you and keep you along with them.
You cannot look at it as.
They do it consciously. Know what they doing because they lonely, miserable, ain't got nothing going on, ain't trying to do nothing. And
crabs in the barrel.
As soon as they see you trying to make a step, you like, girl, you shouldn't do that. You can't do that. Ain't gonna work out.
I told you that before, Brad.
Telling you all of this, you need to get away from that person as quick as you can.
Yeah, you have to remember to do that. Sometimes it catches you off guard.
I done seen it work on people. And it's sad that this person that it worked on didn't see it.
You can't see it. Sometimes you can't see it.
I believe that too. But I was kind of a little bit sad for this person that they couldn't see it working on them, and it worked.
Sometimes they might see it, but it's just easier to do. It's just
go along with them.
You have too little for your head.
Maybe that's what it was. So I don't feel too bad for them.
That's how I wear my hats on, but that's how I wear. That's how I wears my hats.
Where your cup is?
Homeboy.
So all that talk goes back to my first statement, Brandon,
I'm specifically talking about finances and money because I'm proud of all of y'all getting this far. And I'm going to say even after, it could be worse. All of it.
I was supposed to be stupid.
I imagine so.
What's my mom said? Mom said I was supposed to be stupid.
I didn't use that word. Please don't let them think I said that to you. I didn't think she was gonna learn how to read.
I know the number of child protective services.
She struggled and ended up being
you had to take speech therapy.
4.0 students and all that stuff.
She just said she ain't never seen me try to read.
I didn't. What you say? What is she over there lying about?
Now you like to read. You actually like to read now?
I like to read.
The only statement I ever seen.
I just don't like to read.
You can read well, but don't necessarily like to.
No, I said I really didn't think she was going to learn how to read.
Well, that's me too. I can't read fast. I can read and comprehend anything if I had to read it twice.
We got like a 2-second lapse time on this too.
All right.
Brandon, you ought to work. Brandon, work toward getting yourself a show.
Myself a show.
A television show.
I got a few last words.
Broadcasting.
Shirley, don't you know I can draw? I'm a mechanic. I'm a body man. I'm a roofer.
Like
I'm a carpenter.
Yeah.
Who said I like this? I actually had a problem doing my speeches in history class when I had to do the preamble and
You got down there in Nashville with them KK Clay still marching, messing with them white girls.
Hey,
Don't put it
it
out.
happened.
He ain't said nothing about that either, Matt.
Well, you sure
I ain't gonna start another whole subject,
supposed
but
to ask God to help you resist temptation because the flesh is weak.
yep, that's another first place to look for you before you got it. But we all done fell into a system or trap, whatever you want to Me,
know about the white girls.
I wasn't knowledgeable enough to teach y'all. My dad wasn't knowledgeable enough to teach me, so I can teach mine. But hopefully, y'all break the cycle. Look at what this system is, what this world, and what it takes to be black in the world, because it ain't gonna never change for your grandchildren. And teach them what it's gonna take. Teach them where it comes from, so they can just whatever they need to be taught, so they can fully understand the whole thing.
Hey,
I
Dad
never
say he
taught
seen
y'all
that thing about
growing
that William Lynch thing, that thing about keeping black people
up. I started learning
enslaved.
that years ago.
Willie Lynch, yeah.
It's deep. It goes deep.
When you see my pictures on the internet
Yeah, I read it.
with
nigga.
me at Wayne State, and I'm the only black person. I'm on the stairs.
I
I got
see.
that pink on.
No.
It's still there. Racism is still there. I was the only black I know admitted to that school within to that program within 2 years. The only black.
Come here.
And then when I got there, I suffered here in Detroit.
And see, that's another
Now,
thing
if
you
this here
want
is
to
in Detroit,
teach
it's
your
everywhere.
children. Where me knowing it was there when my kids was in school, but to really be deep enough involved to where they didn't have to suffer, to you know, do things, to be involved in certain things that had to do with them going to school, where they was going. They might not have had too much trouble in elementary, but high school.
Yeah, that's where everything clicked.
That's where they wanted to knock these young men down, you know, for them not to finish. And they did the match. But like I say, he went on and got his GED. They made it hard. They ain't stopped him. They ain't. Couple weeks from finishing school, they wouldn't let him come back in there just to take his test so he can pass. They didn't care. It was a mistake he made. Met with the board up here in town.
Man, you don't tell no white people you gonna blow up their house, nigga. Not in Mississippi.
To let him come back just to take his
No way he
test.
said that. Ain't know nothing about blowing no
I'm
house up.
sorry, there's nothing we can do. Knowing he gonna flunk if he didn't take them tests. Just another one that trail through the crack.
They got
Yeah, let me
their way.
Oh yeah. It's
And here
so
they're not
many.
going to touch you or tell you to your face. They're going to do it with the pen,
Oh.
which they did. It was physical in the way that in the classroom. One day in particular, I called myself. There's only 5 of us in the graduate. When you're in graduate school, there's only like 5. It depends on the program. They only admit a handful, so they can control you. But I came in that classroom that particular day after putting up with all they mess, and I said, okay, I'm going to situate myself here, and then that way they're going to have to be around me. Didn't work. I came in, sat myself there, and then they then put themselves over here. When the teacher came in to teach, and I'm sitting here, and most of your audience is over there, then guess where I was?
On the end.
Just left out.
Nigga.
Left out.
It's something else, Chad. It really is.
And then that was in 2000. That was
You
2009.
don't think-
2009. No,
You can't deal with it
2009.
straight out, because they don't deal with it straight out. They got their ways. You won't see
They
it coming.
sure do.
It's meant for you not to see it
Will
coming.
always be
Oh,
a
no.
nigga.
Before you know it, the same white girl you started here with is up there and you still here. And it's a way that they meant for that to happen.
With the pen, for
You
real.
know-
And they do it with the pen mostly.
And it's with everything in this world. It's been going
When
on.
they
for-
grade your papers, when they get ready for a promotion, it's with
I'm
the pen.
sorry, y'all.
Everything.
You know how long?
See?
300 years.
You hear
I
that?
didn't say it
Don't.
wasn't gonna happen to me, but I'm saying it's been.
It's not gonna happen to you because she gonna help you see it and
I
recognize
didn't
and know
say
that it's
I
there.
wasn't gonna see, but I'm saying I'm the type of person that okay,
Nigger.
I'm sorry that happened to y'all. Okay, I might be one of those to some people, but to me, I'm not one of those, and I'm not gonna act like one of those. I'm not gonna let it get to me
Right,
because
right.
somebody see me like one of those.
You can't. You can't.
I'm going to a classroom. It might be a whole bunch of white people, might be a whole bunch of black people, might be Bengalis, because
Let
that's
your
what I
actions
got in
speak.
my school.
Yeah.
So
Let your
I'm gonna
actions
just go
speak.
to class and get my grades.
Yeah. But in life's supposed to be like that. Shelly know that it's there though, and it's there in place for a reason. And you have to know that it's there before you mess around. If you don't see it,
It's gonna.
you gonna be wondering one day, why am I still here and she's up there? You
You just
gotta
gotta know
that
how
it's
to
there.
recognize it so you can move around.
Yeah,
I
how
didn't see
to
it
So you
before.
can go around.
It didn't happen at my school. I just left that surrounding.
They got their
Go back there
ways
no
of
more.
stopping us from exceeding and being successful. but they cannot stop us if we recognize that plan, know that it's there, and find a way around it.
You know what? Because you know what's out there. Well, he didn't drop a turd, did he?
He ain't gonna eat it.
These people always been dead serious. You
Should've
got a
got
couple more
seasoned.
years in that school. Serious.
Let me eat it.
I said, you
I
got a
wish
couple
they
more
had a
years
big old
in the
piece of hair
same
on
school
it.
where they tried to knock these
I'm
boys down
surprised
and
it
keep them
didn't.
from
It's
getting
probably
out.
on
Cheers, you having issues?
No, ma'am, but kind of.
You know why?
No, ma'am, but kind of.
You a nigga.
This is my white people.
You can
You
listen to.
supposed to, so she's supposed to let you call her that and not let nobody else call her that?
So you go to
Just
in Yazoo
condition
City
you for the
then?
word.
No.
Nigga.
That's
Why
what
you go to
I'm
county?
saying.
Oh, I thought county was
Now,
supposed to
see,
be
that's
white.
another thing.
Where do white people at now?
Yeah, the city
But it's the terminology that is used in.
You
where
can
it's
listen to
okay
their
for
jokes
us to
all you
call each
want,
other
but
that.
they gonna talk to you
That
serious.
needs to stop too.
Yazoo City.
Yeah.
Word.
I
don't
didn't
care
go
if
to
you
that
say
school.
nigga, nigger, a negro, or
I know
whatever.
the black and white system that I'm talking about,
No.
but they experienced it not too long ago, and they can tell you how to better
What happened to
get
Yazoo
through
City?
school. That particular school,
You go
okay?
to the city or she go to the city or the county?
When they get serious and talking to you,
Let's put it in
they
the
can
city.
tell you. Because they, even though they made the mistakes, they can tell you how not to
Yeah.
make the mistakes.
I listen
Stop.
to
You
them.
got to get through there.
I listen to them.
They don't care
Go wash
if
your
you get
hands.
through there or
Mr.
not.
Children
You know,
still teach at
they
the
gonna
county.
act like they do, baby, but they don't. They don't want you to be successful,
What about the
especially when they know you got a head on you.
Oh no,
Both of
because
us
they
know
want to
that-
save a spot for their child or for their niece or for their granddaughter.
They don't want you out there in this world that you might become a lawyer, the biggest lawyer here in Yazoo City.
And they
They
want
want
that
that
spot
spot for their
for them,
children,
for
for their
theirs.
children. So
Who the president?
it's
You just said who the president.
Fisher and Cohart.
Who?
You don't know me, Fisher. She used to teach me in first grade. And Cohart, Billy Ray Hart.
What grade?
I'm gonna go my hair.
Or the what grade?
Linwood.
Here.
County.
You gotta do it just like that.
at the right time.
They up
At
there
the
hating
right
on-
time. At the right time.
Yup, I done got
Yeah.
suspended. Fired.
What you do? You know what dad you tell me? You
Check.
had to do something.
Cherry be gangster at the high school, man. Her and her little girlfriend bring guns to school.
No.
Y'all bring guns to school?
There was last year some girl,
Y'all see what Daisy
somebody
be putting on
messed with
that
the girl
Facebook,
up on the bus and she
all
brought a
that
gun.
cussing and stuff.
Probably guns with.
I'm surprised she don't get beat down.
Daisy arm still hurt, messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Deja hang out.
It might be some back there on the floor.
Cherokee talking too much.
Who don't listen anyway?
I'm gonna help her. Stop.
You did what?
So she was gonna listen anyway.
What grade Daisy in?
All of us in 9th.
Oh, y'all go to the same school?